Alright, last video for this week's material, 6.2c substitution. It says last week, but anyway, whatever it is. We worked on the, it wouldn't be last week, it would be this week. Last lessons, we worked on the most important portion of the substitution process. Hopefully, again, you were able to get your mistakes out of the way. If not, I wouldn't read this. Actually, I would speak with me. But if you did not, I would say go back to 6.2a and b and email me those questions. The best way to do 6.2c, I will tell you again, the best way to do 6.2c is to make sure that you have mastered 6.2a and b. Because once you've mastered 6.2a and b, 6.c is nothing. If you are jumping into this and have not mastered 6.2a and b, then you're setting yourself up for a disaster, because pretty much it's just 6.2a and b with 3 more steps maybe. So again, talk to me about it so I can try to help you, but otherwise I can almost guarantee you will slowly sink to the bottom if you did not master the other stuff. I think I said that in the other video. So today we're going to do the second of 3 steps. Actually, no, we're going further. We're going all the way through. So what we're going to do here is we are going to substitute like we did. We're going to distribute like we did. We're going to combine terms. This is where we stopped. And then some of you are like, well, don't you move the value? Yes, you do. Don't you solve? Yes, we know how to do those two. So today that's where we're going to take it, and we're actually going to solve for the first variable. Some things are easier to see than to hear about, so we are just going to go ahead and get right into it. So again, if I were you, I would copy all 4 examples. It's a very short video because, again, if you understood 6.2a and b, you already know what you're supposed to do anyway, and you probably try to do it. You just got ugly answers. So this variable is by itself. Again, this was this week's videos. So I'm not going to do a lot of discussion on how I got to this. This is alone, that's where we put it. So we put 3 parentheses, 2y plus 3 plus 5y equals 53. We then distribute, remember, 6y plus 9 plus 5y equals 53. We then put 2 things here together, which means that we will do 11y plus 9 equals 53. We will then move the 9, because remember that's being added and it's the weaker of the 2, so you move the weaker first, which means 11y equals 44. You will then divide by 11 to get y equals 4. Now, I will tell you that when we come back for the second semester, this is not our stopping point. But if you can get here, again, if those of you who trust me, if you can get here, then this will be easy for you second semester, because this is the hardest answer to get. The second answer is very easy to get. I'm just not going to get into it. But again, this is the most difficult part. Substituting appropriately, distributing right, combining terms, solving, and getting down to here, and that's where you're going to stop today. Alright? On this one, x is by itself. Again, I'm not going to get into how I picked what I picked. I'm just going to go ahead and go with it because, again, you should have mastered 3.2a and b already. So I put 4 parentheses, 4y plus 4 plus 4y equals 96. Not 99, 96. I distribute 16y plus 16. Remember, you got to distribute appropriately. Plus 4y equals 96. We then put these 2 things together, and we get 20y plus 16 equals 96. From there, we solve. So we move the number that's being added or subtracted. 20y equals 80. We then divide by 20 to get y equals 4. Oh, that's boring. Same answer. But again, that's all you have to do. So if you have done this, if you've done your work for this week, then you're probably feeling pretty good about yourself, because you're saying, wow, this is pretty easy. And yes, I told you it was easy. I just told you that if you did not get it, it was going to kind of trick you up, because if you did not understand the beginning steps of this, there's no way you can understand how to do this as fluently as we are doing right now. So y is alone, again, is so fluent, I actually do that without even thinking about it. Y is equal to this, so I'm going to substitute for y. 4x plus 2 parentheses 3x plus 5 equals 50. Distribute 4x, 6x, 10 equals 50. 10x, 10, oh no, not another one of these, equals 50. Subtract 10. 10x equals 40. Divide by 10, divide by 10, and x equals 4. This is getting boring. I like at least different numbers whenever I solve stuff. Alright, and then one more. Y could be on the top, Y could be on the bottom. I think that's really the only thing I wanted you to get used to. But again, this is the process itself isn't hard once you get it. The thing about, sorry, let me talk after you actually see me write this stuff because I'm starting to do it on automatic already. The thing about algebra as you move forward is that the processes don't get difficult. They just require for you to have them instinctually understood. So you have to actually practice the process enough to where it becomes natural, kind of like how I do here, for you to naturally understand. I take this and put it in for y. I then substitute 3x plus 10x plus 10 equals 36. I then take does this even work? That is 10. Did I do this right? 3x, 5, 2x plus 2, 36. I don't think this is going to work out, but we'll see. I'll trust myself for now. 13x plus 10 equals 36. Oh yeah, it does. I was subtracting wrong. 13x therefore equals 26, and yay, we finally get a number other than 4, which is that x is equal to 2. But getting back to the point, sorry about that. Algebra does not get tougher. It just, it adds more steps. It adds more steps and it adds more things. But if you think about it, a lot of the stuff you're doing right now, you never thought you'd be able to do when you saw it initially. So that's pretty much how your experience is going to be. You're going to be in a comfort zone, and then math is going to take you out of the comfort zone, and then you're going to work your way out to where your comfort zone now includes this much. And then it's going to say, you know what, now that you've got this down, let's take you out here. And then you're going to have to kind of build a bigger comfort zone. And then it's going to move you further, and you have to build a bigger comfort zone. And the way you build the bigger comfort zones is by practicing, by asking questions, and by understanding the material. Because at this point, some of you right now, if you ask yourself how comfortable you were with this when we first started this week, you'd say not at all. But now when you look at it, some of you who've done everything you're supposed to do are looking and saying, oh, this is pretty easy. It's not tough at all, because your comfort zone has built. And so that's pretty much what algebra is going to do. And then later on, when you get used to this, it's going to say, okay, now let's put a word problem around this. Now let's put something else around to kind of make you shake a little bit. And then you'll say, oh, I get it now because I just have to do such and such. So again, the material does not get tougher. You just have to be mentally ready for everything to take another step forward. And that's really all it is. It takes wherever you were and it adds another step. And as long as you keep up with the things that are in front of you, everything will be fine. Sorry about the big lesson, but I realized that this was a fast video, and I also know you had to answer the question and you were forced to listen to me if you wanted credit. So thank you for at least going this far. Be sure to answer the question, and again, remember that you can start next week's material early, and you can actually take the test early, and that way you can actually email me, by the way, if you want to take this quiz early and want to get started on 6.3. So if you finish this way ahead of time and you just want to get the quiz out of the way because you feel comfortable with it, send me an email. I will give you the password to that quiz, and then you can knock it out. But other than that, have a good day, and I will talk to you later. Good luck.